Hello Internet, I'm Scarecrow85 and I'm going to do a quick rundown of the Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom trailer. And this is a teaser trailer, but holy shit, man. Okay, so, I mean, there's so much to digest. The gates there, they look amazing. Like, what, this is 4 or 7 years later? I think it's 4 years later. And, yeah, the place has gone to hell. The dinosaurs have gotten out. They're all over the place. This is... What we see in this trailer appears to be similar to The Lost World, which is interesting. I'm not against them doing that, as long as they do it better than The Lost World. I think that's very doable, if I'm honest with you. We've even got Compsognathus. There he is, look. Isn't that great? Standing up there with the Hasbro toys. Very cool. I want one. That's just, what a beautiful image. Brachiosaurus, same as we saw it back in the day, right in front of the Innovation Centre, but everything's just so desolate. There's a new kind of majesty to the dinosaurs now, because it's a sad majesty. And I think that's an interesting way to go with the series. It really brings home that humanitarian element of the story. Rexy's in a cage! That's fine. So, those guys were in a boat, looking out at fire. They've got their dinosaurs in cages, so this is presumably the shot in this trailer that comes last chronologically in terms of what we see here. They're escaping, they're looking back at a burning island, and they've got dinosaurs in cages. And judging by the fact that we saw Rexy in a cage in the back of one of those lorries, they got her out. That must be what that is, surely. Here we have a Baryonyx giving us a nice Spinosaurus roar, which makes total sense because those two dinosaurs were related somewhat. So I'm happy with that, and it's a cool callback to the Spinosaurus as well, because I thought that was a decent dinosaur. I mean, it wasn't... Look, I'm not going to tell you it was a good movie, but it was a good action sequence type thing. I enjoyed the Spinosaur. What can I say, guys? I'm not going to make any apologies for it, but the Baryonyx looks to be a much more interesting version of that. Certainly a more believable version, and I prefer the sort of the medium and small carnivores, because they can actually, like this, get inside a building and scare the living shit out of you. So that's fine, although it does look like the Baryonyx is in a bad situation here. He's probably going to get a lot of lava dumped on his head, facilitating the escape of these humans, because otherwise he's in very close proximity. Something bad's going to happen to him. And this trailer does bother me in how quickly it does away with an awful lot of my favourite dinosaur species in the trailer. I'd rather not see that. But anyway, there's Blue. She's looking lovely. That's the Explorer in the background, the one that came down the tree and with the kids inside in Jurassic Park 1. Oh, the nostalgia feels, you guys. Like, I am loving this. Yeah, I know nostalgia isn't always the best way to sell a movie, but I'm the demographic here, so it makes total sense. Something spooks Blue there. It could be the volcano erupting, or it could be somebody tranking her. We know that she gets off the island, and we know that she's tranked because we've seen an animatronic of her on a table, so could be that. Don't know who else is around, though. It seems like this is... When Owen comes running out of the trees screaming to run, that seems to be the moment he reunites with Claire and I think his name's Franklin, the Justice Smith character. It's like they split up and those two went to the geothermal facility. I'm guessing that's what that is. It's where the power for the park came from. It's probably what destabilised the volcano in the first place and caused the eruption, so they're checking that out. Owen's gone off to look for Blue. Job done, goes looking for them. Volcano erupts, scampers across field. Everything goes to hell. That seems to be what's happening here. And oh my god. Nerdgasm. That is a Carnotaurus. That's my favourite dinosaur, and it is a Carnotaurus. It's right there. I've been waiting for this for so long. A Jurassic Park Carnotaurus in the cinematic universe. Thank you. Finally. I mean, jeez. It's been in the games, it's been in the comics, it's been all over the place, but it's never been in the film. And there it is. And wait, whoa. Wait, what now? What? No, get your foot off my favourite Rexy. Put her down. That is not cool, Rexy. Look, I love Rexy as much as the next guy, but get your foot off my favourite dinosaur. Sorry. Okay, so, like I said about the Baryonyx, who looks... I can't see how he's getting out of there without getting hurt. Same goes for this Carnotaurus. Like, can you not do this in the I don't want to see that in the trailer. I don't want to see Rexy rescuing someone again. I want to be afraid of Rexy. And it kind of feels like they've spoiled a nice surprise here. That said, you know, this is 2 minutes long, this trailer, and we know everything that happens comes within the first 47 or 57 minutes, I think. Colin Trevorrow confirmed that on his Twitter. So this is all from the beginning of the film. So I wouldn't be too worried about spoilers, but still, that's an amazing moment that we now know happens. And for me in particular, the Carnotaurus, that's quite a moment for me. I'm happy that I've seen it though. So also, I have hope, because that Carnotaurus is still moving by the end of this shot. We know that Rexy gets rescued. Almost certainly what happens next is the volcano erupts. Rexy's not going to finish that Carnotaurus off. She's going to leg it. We know that the Gyrosphere and Owen get out of there as well. Because we don't see Rexy in the next shot with the Gyrosphere moving with Owen running alongside. So it seems likely there doesn't seem enough time for there to be anything else that really happens with this scene. Rexy's going to go one way, the Carnotaurus is presumably going to go the other way, and everyone's just going to get out of there in all different directions. The fact that Rexy gets rescued, maybe the Carnotaurus gets rescued too. Please, please, please. But, I mean, it might not be the only Carnotaurus on the island. So, please don't kill my favourite dinosaur. Okay, so we got the baryonyx from earlier seems to have kept its design from the official website for Jurassic World, which is amazingly cool. But that also means that this is almost certainly therefore the Suchomimus, because it's blue in coloration and looks like the Suchomimus from the artwork. So that's cool. Happy to see that. We're seeing an awful lot of different dinosaurs in this stampede. I mean, everything's just running for its life. We see stampedes in Jurassic Park films, in every Jurassic Park film. We've never seen one like this, and we've certainly never seen one where the carnivores are running amongst it quite like this. And so many different species. How are there even this many species on the island? Why haven't we heard about this? I hope they explain it in the film, because we need to know. This is a bombardment of stuff. This right here looks like an Allosaurus. In fact, I would put money on it. This is an Allosaurus. Look at the crest. I mean, it's not a Cryolophosaurus or anything like that. Those ridges in front of the eyes, the backward-pointing spikes, that's Allosaurus, man. Some people have said that it might be the Metriacanthosaurus. It could be. I mean, we know it's on the island. But if the baryonyx and Suchomimus are sticking to their designs from the official website, then one would assume they would do the same for the Metriacanthosaurus. This does not resemble that. This looks different. And I just think those ridges over the eyes is too much. It's too distinct. That's an Allosaurus. That's the first time we've seen a Jurassic Park Allosaurus, and that's another one of my. I got 4 favourite dinosaurs, guys. It's in order of favourite to least favourite: Carnotaurus, Baryonyx, Allosaurus, Dilophosaurus. I'm pretty sure Dilophosaurus is in this film as well, though we haven't seen it in any of the promotional stuff. I'm fairly certain we're gonna see it in the film. So all of my favourite dinosaurs are in this film. Holy shit! It's fair to say I'm a bit excited. I just hope that the film has a narrative, that ties it all together and makes sense, because this is an absolute embarrassment of riches, and it's a real worry that they're just overdoing it. But I'm not sorry for being excited at this point. So Owen's dead, clearly, because you can't survive being engulfed by a cloud like that. If he takes even one breath, his lungs are going to explode, so that's a shame. Going to miss him. Obviously he survives. We know he survives. We've seen shots from scenes that definitely take place later on. In fact, in the making of featurette that they released, we see Owen dive into the water and swim up to the gyrosphere. So sorry guys, spoilers. I mean, they spoiled it. I'm not spoiling it. Bummer. But again, whatever, man. I mean, this is designed to get us excited, and holy shit, I mean, it's either gonna excite you or it's gonna confuse you, and I think that's what's happening with a lot of people. Then we see dinosaurs struggling to swim back to the surface. Maybe there's a Mosasaurus in here. The gyrosphere isn't going back up. I mean, this is scary stuff, and it's dark. This is emotional stuff, and this is blowing my mind. I mean, when I watched this at 2 o'clock in the morning, because I'm in the UK, and that's when it hit the internet. Jeez, man. I mean, I must have looked like I was being electrocuted in my chair whilst watching this. I was all over the place. I mean, my breath was taken away. So much to take in, so much to process. I'm amazed I got to sleep last night, but I did. And coming out of it, I left it a little while before I recorded this breakdown, because I wanted to sort of get my thoughts in gear and really sort of have time to consider what I've seen. I can't decide whether I think this is a good trailer or not. there's been a split reaction to it. There's a lot of people complaining about it. They're not sure about it. The trouble is the trailer doesn't really hint at there being more of a storyline to it. So a lot of people think that they've seen the entire story. They think that, it's just spoiled everything. That they've seen the beginning, middle, and end of the film. You haven't, guys. Everything that you've seen takes place within the first half of the film, and you've seen 2 minutes 23 seconds of it. There's so much more. Don't worry about that. There's lots more. And ultimately, if it gets people talking about it and arguing about it, well, it's done its job, hasn't it? If it gets it in the public eye, it's a successful trailer. I think that we could have done without some of the more spoilery aspects. I really don't think we should have seen the T-Rex take out the Carno. That might just be because I'm so attached to the Carnotaurus as a species, but nonetheless, that's a surprise, it rescuing Owen like that. Really feel like we shouldn't have seen that in the trailer, but that's so often the case with trailers. Anyway, that's my take on it. I am excited for this film, and I think that we're in for a treat. This film isn't out until next year, summertime next year, July I think. There's a lot of time between then and now. This trailer's a long way in terms of special effects. It looks amazing. And there's a long time for them to perfect it and tweak it, and they might reshoot some scenes and stuff. That's a common thing these days. So anything can happen. This could go any number of ways. So if you're concerned, don't be too concerned, but I would be interested to know what you made of it. Chuck it in the comments. Let's have a conversation. I will respond to as many as I can and get involved and see if we can figure out some of these scenes. It would be amazing. So yeah, thank you for watching. Let me know what you thought. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video.